season opener for Fresh Talk for Change, Women, Arts, and Social Change is that the two speakers, Swoon and Liz Ogbo, really focused on creating a warm atmosphere that was very embracing and welcoming and relaxed, and I really appreciated from the both of them a sense of openness to learn, to new ideas, and to share their faults and mistakes they've made and lessons they've learned. And I think that spirit should really undergird building for good, but also innovative thinking, and can inform what we do here after this series.
So I thought the Fresh Talks were really great. I was really impressed by listening to Liz's discussion about the humanity within architecture and why people build what they build, for what reason, and not for selfish reasons of just like building buildings or making structures, and how to keep communities intact. And I was also really interested in Swoon, because I've been a big fan of hers for years and years, and she really has expanded from just doing sort of like flat, community-specific work to actually helping build communities and helping work to change lives and change environments. So it's taken a sort of three-dimensional, four-dimensional, five-dimensional aspect to the nature of the work. She's really amazing. Both these women together, I think, had a great dialogue. Kristen was amazing in his questions, so I got a lot out of it.
I really enjoyed the evening tonight. I think it was super inspiring to watch two women talk about the effects and impacts that they've had on community in terms of changing the face of where these people are living and how they are co-powering with them, I think was the phrase. I think it's fascinating to watch. I think what is a skill that is underutilized by a lot of people and underappreciated by women, which is the connection building that they're able to do, actually really take form and build an incredible impact through like art and architecture and design and people. So I was blown away. I'd never heard of these two artists before, and I just came on the invitation of a friend, but I left with a lot to think about and I think a lot to learn. So I really appreciate the event that was held tonight. It was amazing.
The thing that I loved the most about tonight's talk was this sort of idea of human-centered, not only design, but human-centered action and human-centered projects that take into account the fact that we're not just a bunch of metrics. It's about people, and it's about knowing who your neighbors are and knowing their names and building community around actual people and not just structures, not just objects.
I have a lot of emotions regarding gentrification, the idea of being part of a change that I largely have no control over, and listening to Swoon and Liz talk about their experiences as women who are actively making these communities, building things, doing art, connecting to people. I feel humbled. I also feel a bit of empathy with their situations, being creative, being passionate, and oftentimes having to deal with a lot of preconceived notions on the part of people in power, not understanding those who are less fortunate. I personally in my life have experienced being displaced, and listening to Liz's account of people in Section 8 housing really resonated with me. I have had experiences with just not feeling like there's enough, not feeling like I can really make a difference in my environment. And what she did with talking to people, listening to what they had to say, and also to another extent with Swoon, reaching out with people and talking to them and having them make alongside her, it just made me feel that there's progress. There's some way of saying that people can evolve past what they already know and what their present situation is for everybody involved, not just those who are less fortunate, but also those who have apparently all the advantages that the world can offer. And it's just a process that everybody is learning, everybody is growing, everybody has the ability to change for the better. And just hearing them talk, it just made me feel that You know, it's less of a charity and more of a way of saying that I'm literally making the world a better place.
One of the things, I mean, and there were so many things that were amazing about this evening, but one thing in particular that really stuck with me was when Liz Ogbu talked about how she had made the shift from using the verbiage, the language empower to co-power, and how that sense of empowering is something where there is an elevation sort of natively linked to the language, and one person is giving and the other person is taking, and there's an inequality within that word, and the sense that the co-powering is we are both helping each other, and that's really what the word should mean, and that's what we should be doing. And as a woman in the arts, as you know, someone who wants all of our stories to be told, and our voices to be heard, to me that was, it opened my ears and it opened my eyes.
So this is my first time coming to a Fresh Talk, and I was invited because I'll be moderating a Fresh Talk in May. So it was really good to kind of get an idea of what to expect at a Fresh Talk. I thought it was an amazing idea. For one thing, hearing about these women's work and the work that they do in their respective careers was really interesting because I could see how it integrated with my own career, and I had a lot of thoughts, I had a lot of ideas of like, ooh, I want to ask them about this, I want to ask them about that. And then this portion, the reception portion, is really cool because it gives an opportunity for connecting with other women professionals and young professionals, and actually multi-generational professionals who are in this field, who are doing great work in a diverse, different amount of ways. And just really, for $20, this is a can't miss. This was really dope.